Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride it where I like.
Isn't that an interesting intro into a math lesson? Yes, that was Queen, in case you didn't recognize it, giving them full credit for that one. It's the song Bicycle. So, just wanting to give you all a heads up what was going on there, okay? Let's look at what we're looking at today. We should be through Unit 1, Lesson 8, Quiz 8. If you have not finished that far, then you're falling a little bit behind. You need to go back and make certain you listen to all the other recordings and get into this one. This is the lesson that is on bisection. I wonder why I'm doing that. Okay, first of all, let's talk about lines. There are several different types of lines. One type of line is called parallel lines. Parallel lines never intersect each other, do they? They're just two lines that go on and on forever, never intersect each other. Typically, you're going to see a symbol like this. That means parallel. It's two straight up and down lines, meaning parallel. If two lines intersect and they form 90-degree angles, they're called perpendicular. See this little symbol here? I'll call it my upside down T. That is the symbol that means perpendicular. If you see the fact that two line segments are intersecting and they're intersecting in this way, it means perpendicular. Perpendicular means 90-degree angles. So when you see that, you know we're talking about 90-degree angles. Okay? Cool. So, bicycle. That's why I was playing Queen to start with. We're talking about bicycles today, right? Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. Okay? Biplane. Biplane. What do these two have in common? Bicycle, biplane. What do they have in common? You know what they have in common? There's two tires there. There's two wings there. Bi. The common term is bi. Bi is a term that means that there are two of them. Okay? That's what that prefix means, is that there are two of them. Okay, well, we're going to silence that for right now. Okay? So it means that there's two of them. Bicycle, biplane. Means two of them. Okay? Or two faces like they are down here. Cool? Two. So, how do I relate this to geometry? What does this have in the world? Do I have anything to do here with geometry? Well, if we take a line segment and we divide it into two equal parts, it's called a bisection. We're dividing the line in half. It's called a bisection. If you take a piece of string and you hold two ends of that string, you put your two fingers together and divide the string in half, you've bisected the string. Aha, ta-da. That's what it's done. Now, what I'm going to tell you is that in geometry we have a very specific method of doing this. If you go to lesson 110, on slide 10, there's an animation that shows you how to make a perpendicular bisector of a line segment. Okay? I'm just telling you it's there so that you know where to go look for it. Okay? Now, there's many things you can use to bisect another line. It doesn't have to be a perpendicular bisector. You could bisect a line with another line. You could bisect a line with a line segment. You could bisect it with a ray. The method I'm showing you in 1.10 on that slide 10 is the method of creating a perpendicular bisector, which is finding the middle point. It's finding this point right here in the middle. Okay? Now, it would have you draw a line like this, which is a perpendicular bisector, like that. But what we're really finding is this point here. And we could actually then draw through it with a ray or a line going both directions here. So it's not really what that perpendicular bisector does, it's what the point it finds. It finds the center point of a line segment. Okay? Remember, it's the center point of a line segment. Can't find the center point of a line or a ray because they extend on forever. Center point of a line segment. Cool? Well, what about angles? Yeah, you can bisect angles too. You divide them into two equal slices. My mom used to have apple pie every once in a while, and she'd have these slices sitting there, and there's two boys, me and my brother. And so to divide it, she'd divide it in half, and she'd give us each one. Later on, she let me divide the pie in half, but then she'd make my brother pick which slice he wanted. I quickly learned I want to make them even. I want to make them the same. Well, there's a a lesson. Lesson 110 on slide 11. There's another demonstration of how to actually bisect an angle. Okay? You say, oh, that's nice, Mr. Green. I'm going to show you how to do it. Real simple. We're going to start off with this line segment right here. And I want to create a perpendicular bisector for this line segment. I'm going to use a compass. Well, I don't have a compass available to me. I do have what is available to me is a piece of string and a pen. Okay? And you're thinking, what in the world are you going to do with a piece of string and a pen? Well, let me just show you that I can do this. I'm going to turn this on real quickly. Okay. Get it down here to me. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can't move this where you can see it. There I am. See me? Well, there it is. There's a pen and a piece of string attached to it, like this. This is my compass. If I hold this end here, where my thumb is, still at one point, I can then draw a circle with this other end. It rotates around. That's what I'm going to use for my compass. Okay? I'm going to take this back out of the way. Okay? So I'm going to bisect this line segment we've got right here. What I'm going to start with is I'm going to take my little compass here, and I'm going to put my thumb right here. Get the right pen. I'm going to take my thumb right here, hold it down, and I'm going to come out here at least halfway down, and I'm going to draw an arc. And without changing the compass, I'm going to come and put my thumb right here, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to draw an arc. Now these two arcs should have been made so that they intersect each other. I didn't do a very good job of that, so I'm trying to improve upon it a little bit. What I now have is a point here and a point here that I can connect together. And because I didn't do too good a job of drawing these two things, it doesn't look quite right. But that is the way you go about drawing it and making a perpendicular bisector. My perpendicular bisector right there, 90-degree angles. And that would be the bisected point right there in the middle. Now, in case you guys didn't notice it, did this on the computer screen. Okay? Did not have a compass with me. I don't want to hear any excuses when I ask you to do something like this, because it's really easy to just draw the arcs, demonstrating what I'm doing to find this point. Okay? Same thing's true with an angle bisector. I'm going to put my thumb right here. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to draw my arc. And the arc has to intersect both angles, both rays there, both edges of the angle. And then I'm going to put without changing anything, I'll put my thumb right here, and I'm going to come out here and I'm going to draw an arc in the middle. I'm going to put my thumb right here, and I'm going to come out here and I'm going to draw an arc in the middle. Where those two arcs intersect each other will be the point that I want to draw to get the angle bisected, divided in half. Division, divided the angle in half into two equal parts. This part will be equal to this part. When I do this, I created equal angles, and they can mark them as equal there. Okay? I hope this helps you with this lesson. I want you to know that this right here is a part of the unit test, part 2. You've got to be able to do this. So, watch it closely, make certain you know how to do it, because you've got to be able to do that on the unit test. Cool? Okay. Now, don't forget, when you're communicating with me, make certain you send me reminders, course name, section number, things like that. What we've been covering has been the 1.9 and 1.10 lessons in the course. Those are dealing with constructions of bisectors, making certain you understand what parallel, perpendicular, and the construction of bisectors. Those are things that you have to know as a part of the TEKS that we teach you guys, okay? And I should have had that up to begin with, and I didn't have it up at first, so I'm going to get it up bring it right now. I apologize. One of those things I'm supposed to do. I apologize. There they are. It says, developing an awareness of the structure of mathematical systems, connecting definitions, postulates, and logical reasoning theorems, recognizing the historical developments of geometric systems, knowing how mathematics is developed in a variety of processes. That's some of the things we're doing. And then here, using constructions to explore attributes of geometric figures and make conjectures about geometric relationships. Okay? That's exactly what we were doing right there. So if you have any questions, feel free to K-mail me, email me, call me, IM me. I want to hear from you. Okay? Look forward to seeing you in Class Connect sometime.